Future Card Buddyfight!
Duel Seeker is invincible! Gal Mikado, can you rise to the challenge?
Of course! I'd never back down from a fight like this!
Immortal Entities, on sale June 6th. Bushi Road!
Future Card Buddyfight! Having a serious fight with these? Yeah, they're both super strong! Then he who masters the trial decks controls the fight! Raise Explosion! Ninja Onslaught! On sale July 4th! Bushi Road!
Cardfight, Vanguard, unveil the secrets. The trial deck of Genesis awaits. Let's start Vanguard together and make new friends along the way. Successor of the Sacred Regalia, on sale June 27, Bushi Road.
バイスシュバルツミューズのスクールアイドル活動がバイスシュバルツでスタートラブライブブースターパック好評発売中ブシロード
Welcome to a brand new episode of BUSHI NAVI International. I'm Valerie.
And I'm Kai, and we are broadcasting live.
BUSHI NAVI International will be bringing you the latest news and information on Bushiroad's English edition trading card games.
And as always, we are doing giveaway for all our viewers today.
So stay tuned with us to the end of the show for the keyword of the day for our giveaway, and feel free to ask us any questions during the show, and we'll be answering them live later on. So the comments is right there.
You know, keep your questions coming. We could see these comments, so we'll try to answer them as much as possible today on the show.
So Bushiroad Spring Fest has been going on for the past few weeks, and we will be sharing the latest information about them. So let's raise the flag.
Okay, let's take a look at some updates from Bushiroad Spring Fest.
And we have included... Sorry.
Okay, we have like results from like the past month, all these
yes,
events.
and we also, before we begin, let's take a look at the photos from the event.
Okay, here we have like lots of photos, and these locations include Scotland, Houston, Texas, and Columbus, Ohio. As you can see, this right now you could see that we have like players in Scotland, lots of them playing the same card game, I believe. Yeah, some of them playing Buddyfight. And what's interesting that, you know, every time we take a look at photos from like different locations, previously we have like from the Asian region, this time around we have from US, from the Europe region. It's really interesting to see how players around the world can like get connected with the same game.
Look at all their happy faces holding all those
medals.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, this time around we have medals for the winners. It's something worth bringing home and commemorate. Okay.
Alright, so let's take a look at the results from these events too.
Right, first up we have the results from Cardfight Vanguard Team League. You know, remember we had this map last time with like the winners from like different region based on defenders or invaders.
Yes.
Here we have like the updated version, so let's take a look.
I'm sure you guys are waiting for this.
Okay, here we have the map that includes, you know, previously we have the same map, but this time around we included Scotland, Houston, Columbus, Singapore, as well as Australia. As you can see,
the blue is dominating.
Yes, defenders are defending like each region very well.
I can see that they're doing it.
But I can feel that, you know, invaders are still lurking somewhere trying to invade our world.
So work harder, guys.
And you know, next, why not we take a look at the clans used by our winners.
Alright.
Yep, here we have the top teams. As you can
Team
see,
Fuzzy
Team Fuzzy Panda, you know, Tour de
What a
Russia,
cute name.
Team Regis, okay? You know, all these three teams have something in common. They have Shadow Paladin.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see defenders, you know, Shadow Paladin are quite popular among defenders.
Popular.
You know, and also not included here we have the results from Australia and Singapore, won by defenders as well. Well done, defenders. Do continue to defend your nation well, and we still have like lots of event coming out, so invaders still have chance, don't worry.
So to find out more about their deck recipe, visit our official website for Cardfight Vanguard down here.
Okay, why don't we take a look at Buddy Challenge next?
Alright.
And here we have all the worlds used by the finalists. As you can see over here, Texas, Columbus, Scotland, we have, you know, Magic World still doing very well, followed by Dragon World.
Really well
and
too.
Danger World still trying very hard to get, you know, get into final, but not enough to get into the first place. But here we have some information not included here, also from Australia and Singapore. Australia, we have all our first place, second place, and third place, all Dragon World. looks like the dragon are roaming very well in
Yes.
Australia. And what's interesting is that in Singapore, we have Danger World.
Oh, the
Getting a
first
first
Danger
place.
World on the
Yeah.
champions
Yes.
list.
So Singapore happens to be the first country to get first, have Danger World get first
Yes.
place in the Buddy Challenge. So
How exciting.
yes, very interesting facts.
So we also have found out the top 5 cards used in these events for your reference.
Okay, here we have, as again, we have mentioned just now, Magic were very popular among
Yes.
players. And right here you can see Key of Solomon first volume, second volume, and Center of the World Mary. So all these 3 cards are very, very popular among Magic World decks. Why I say so is because even though all these Magic World have like different builds, but all of them
Yes.
includes all these 3 copies of cards.
Wow.
Yeah, all these 3 cards
Very
are included
popular
in
cards.
different builds. So let's take a look at the Drago Energy and Thunder Knight's Halberd Dragon. I've seen decks with like Jackknife Dragon builds. I've seen decks with like Drum Bunker Dragon builds, but all these play differently. Their strategy are different, but these 2 cards are still like the most popular among Dragon World players. So if you're still new to the game, you're still looking for cards to play in your deck, this might be a very good reference for you.
So definitely check out these 5 cards. Once again, do check out the deck recipe on our official website.
Okay, you get to see the link right now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's take a look at the results from Weiss Schwarz Neo Showdown.
So here are the titles that are used by the finalists.
Let's take a look. Okay, here you can see we have like the new results from this region. You can see, as always, very interesting to see that different region have like different titles getting the
It's pretty
first
spread
3.
out evenly.
Yes, it's pretty spread out. And finally we get to see Love Live, which is just released like a while ago.
Wow, and already second place.
Yes, already second place. So
Wow.
good job to you guys. Keep it coming, and we'll look forward to like your
Future
performance in the
results.
future.
Yes.
And also for all these players out there, if you're interested to know what their deck recipe looks like, what cards they use, this is the link that you want to go. Okay, go check it
So
out.
that's all the results that we have for you so far. And as we have mentioned earlier, the event is still going on. So do join us to the events and test your skills.
And why not let's take a look at the information about the upcoming regional qualifiers. Let's go. Here you have all this schedule for the upcoming Bushiroad Spring Fest regional qualifiers. And if you happen to be in the region, do check it out. Okay,
So also we have information regarding the Continental Championships.
here you go. Okay, what happened is that Continental Championship is where all these champions, all these winners from the regional qualifiers will be fighting together. So this is like the
all in
summit of the top
July.
players. So all happening in July.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, do drop by and check it out to see how all these top players plays. Yeah, and we'll see you at Bushiroad Spring Fest.
So Kai, what do we have next for our viewers?
Okay, today we have something special. We have received emails from players saying that they are new to the game, then they are still not sure how decks are built. So here I have prepared some deck recipe, some advice and tips for the players who are out there still struggling with deck building, and I've included all 3 games from Future Card Buddyfight, Cardfight, Vanguard, and Weiss Schwarz. I have one
Alright,
deck
all
each.
3.
Yep, and I'd like to share with everyone.
So you guys are in for a treat from more tips from Kai. So get your notebooks out and write down these tips.
Okay, deck building is very subjective, and even after you have seen what I would like to share in a while, do let me know what you think, okay?
In the comment section.
And first up,
Tell us.
First up I have from Ancient World, the deck from Future Card Buddyfight, and these are the cards I'm using for size 3 and size 2. And something worth mentioning is that, in a Buddyfight deck, normally we play like only 2 to 3 copies of size 3, but in Ancient World it's different because Ancient World revolves around the size 3 huge monsters, and that's why we have the Seeger as the buddy monster, and you have the other line of Seeger. You have Seeger, Spartan, and Tempest
All
Enforcer as well.
supporting.
Yeah, all that can come out after
This card.
Seeger gets destroyed.
Yes.
And also the size 2 are there to like give you more value and more advantage to when you have a size 3 monster on the field.
Wow, imagine all
Yep.
the combos.
Yeah, and if you notice that, this deck, Ancient World deck actually plays off a very simple strategy. You just get your size 3 monster onto the field, and you protect it no matter what, at all costs with all your other cards.
Oh,
so that's the
nice.
main strategy. And why not let's take a look at the size 1 and spell cards. Okay, right here, these are my selection of size 1 monsters. And what happened is that all of them have this thing in common where they have a Dragon Lord trait. Okay, and because why do we need Dragon Lord trait is because you need cards with Dragon Lord traits to go into the soul of those Seeger, and you really need like more cards to be in your deck to do so. And here are the size 1 monsters that fits very well. And one very special mention is that the third card, Fortune Dragon for Volca, is very important because you need a lot of gauge to play out all these cards. And the card next to it, Rise and Fall of Dragon, is another card that gets you a lot of gauge to be able to play this deck consistently. So on the bottom row we have 2 cards, Divine Dragon Creation and Dragon Emperor Legend. So these 2 cards are very important cards that draws you more cards so that you can get your size 3 monster into your hand as soon as possible.
Very useful.
Okay, so this is how the deck looks like, and you will probably want to watch this show again if you want to like recap on what
all
cards
these
I've chosen, and
cards.
really give us your comments on what you think about this deck. I believe there are like lots of Ancient World players out there playing Ancient World, even in like Bushiroad Spring Fest Buddy Challenge. Do let me know what you think about this deck, and it'll be great to exchange some opinions on the deck.
Yep, so comment there, or after you finish the show, write down here
we'll be looking
and
at
tell us what you think about Kai's deck's building recipes and tips. So thank you, Kai, so much for the introduction to the Ancient World deck. So what do we have next?
Alright, next I'd like to talk about Cardfight Vanguard. And today I have this deck built solely from Extra Booster Pack Volume 8 Champions of the Cosmos. So right here you can see I'm building a Blaukuga deck this time.
Wow.
And here we have the Great Zero. So something special to mention about this deck, some normal Vanguard deck only attacks like 3 times per turn. This deck have like 8 attacks per turn.
So
if you're able
is
to.
this the most powerful combo for the deck?
Yes, this is like the most powerful combo for the deck where if you can pull it off. And here we have, you start from Great Zero. So here I have Morgan Rod. Morgan Rod is like, there's like 2 choices for starter, and Morgan Rod happens to be one of them. The other is Blaujanger, which some player would prefer, but today I'm not exactly playing the whole combo for Blaujanger. That's why I'm using Morgan Rod for more consistency. And you can take a look at the triggers. I've chosen 5 critical triggers, 7 draw triggers, and 4 heal triggers. And if you notice, the 5 critical and 7 draw triggers is like a very odd number, very weird number, because this is after play testing. I realized I really need a lot more draw triggers to get me hands to pull off the combo later in the game. Okay, let's move on to grade 1 and 2. Here we have, you can see 4 Sentinels, definitely essential in the current game and the current environment, because all these decks have like really high power, and you can't just simply guard them with like a few 10Ks and 5Ks unit. It's just not enough, and that's why you need 4 Sentinels. And other great ones are there to like
support.
Actually, it's up to your choice, because later at the game they are just there for the boost. As long as they have decent like powers, it should be great. Okay, and as for the grade 2, I have I have 11 of them, and you see 4 copies of Mars Blaukuga, 4 copies of Gross Bear. These 2 are very important because later at the game you will need very good attackers at the side. So these 2 are really very good, very good attackers in terms of attacking power. So you definitely want to put 4 copies of them in your deck. Okay, let's take a look at the star of our deck.
Stars of the year. Wow.
When you play Cardfight Vanguard, the game gets really intense when you reach
Grade 3.
And here is where you play. Here is why I choose to play 4 copies of Mon Blaukuga and 4 copies of Galaxy Blaukuga.
Wow.
So on the left side, Mon Blaukuga is the break right unit for the Blaukuga series, and you have Galaxy Blaukuga. If you can ride Galaxy Blaukuga over Mon Blaukuga, you can pull off the combos which you can attack 8 times. So some
Wow.
players would say that, it's very idealistic to think that you can attack 8 times every time you use this deck, but even players who played a lot of times against this deck, they would still find it hard to defend well against this deck. It's still quite challenging to do so. Definitely, if you are still new to Vanguard, you are not sure where to find cards to build deck. All this whole deck is built solely from one expansion, EV08. So do check it out if you're more interested to do so, and I hope you find it interesting.
So that's really interesting deck. So definitely check it out, guys, and
Yep.
tell us what you think.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
So Kai, I know you've been playing Weiss Schwarz for a long time now, and even went to the WGP as well.
Yes, next I'm going to talk about Weiss Schwarz, which I have been playing for 6 years. And
Wow, 6 years is a really
luckily
long
I've
time.
been invited to the World Grand Prix in Japan twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Representing Singapore?
Yes, representing Singapore. So today I really love to take this opportunity to share some of my tips and advices on Weiss Schwarz deck building.
You're hearing it
Yep.
from the pro.
Yeah, so today I prepared this deck from Love Life, which I'm going to talk
Alright.
about. So I hope you guys love it. So why not, let's take a look. Okay, so when you start with building a Weiss Schwarz deck, you would normally like to start with, you choose what color you like to play. Normally people play 2 colors, but today I'm trying to play 3. And this is why you can notice the very spread out allocation of colors: red, yellow, and green. And for level 0, normally people play 16 to 18 characters. And here we have 16 because I really need those slots for other levels. And I would like to emphasize that, at level 0, game is still early. You would like to adjust your hand, try to get cards that you need for later game. So this is why on the top row you see these cards are all supportive cards, where they can gain you card advantage. Some allows you to retrieve characters, some allows you to deck search, and some give power. And on the bottom row you have characters that can attack very well, because even it's still early in the game, you still want to gain advantage in terms of characters on the field. Let's take a look at level 1. Okay, normally for my own preference, I would play 1 color for level 1. But Love Life really gave me an interesting idea to play 2 colors, because you see these 2 characters, Kotori, 1 yellow, 1 red, they both combo very well with Makeshift Approach, this red event on the 3rd. And
Very different from the other deck.
it's very interesting to do so because it's a counter card that allows you to gain power and send Kotori to the memory area and come back next turn. So it's like when people attack you trying to reverse you, you just send Kotori to the memory and come back with higher power next turn and try to beat them back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very interesting
Very
combo.
interesting combo.
Yeah, I really love this, and I definitely want people to try it out. And another card worth mentioning at level 1 is Umi, the card on the right. And it's a very good card. In fact, I would like to say it's probably one of the best cards in Love Life expansion. Ability allows you to gain card advantage. Not just that, it has a global boost of 500 power to all music characters.
Wow.
So do check it out, and we'd like to move on to the level 2 characters.
Alright.
Okay, here we have, level 2 is very important for Weiss Schwarz because that's where all those, this is where you want to stabilize your field and you don't want to lose in terms of power. And here's my choice of 3 Kotoris and 1 Honoka, which is very good attackers in terms of power. And this level 2 Kotori can combo off with Makeshift Approach as well. And also I've chosen 1 Rin because in some situation you will want to use cards like that to gain some card advantage when you reverse an opponent character. That's why you would like to if you have that opportunity, you need cards like this to seize the chance to gain card advantage. And it's
Very
definitely 1 copy of it, very risky, but worth trying out. And the 2 cards below, I have Nozomi, a counter, a 3k counter, and I have Ellie as well to give power boost to characters in the front row. So this is not just giving power boost instantly, and it's set up for like the later game as well. So let's move on to the level 3 characters too. And here we have, at level 3 you have like only 7 damage left before you lose.
So it's where it starts to get intense.
Yeah, it's very, very intense. When you are both at level 3, first thing you want to do is you want to heal your damage. And Umi has the ability to do so. And not just that, when you combo off with the climax below, you get to retrieve character and add power to your characters. And that is very, very good at the later part of the game. And also, if you want to close the game very fast, you don't want to drag the game too long, this is where you put in Nico. Nico is, very offensive ability. When you reverse an opponent character, you pay 2 stock, you send it to the clock.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's why I play like these climaxes, and you can see that the Kotori climax and the Umi climax, both of them add powers to your character when they combo off with the correct characters. And I put in 2 Honoka climax to trigger, so that when you trigger it, you can retrieve characters. So this is like a very spread out combination of like climaxes. I think it's very useful when you play against different deck, especially in big tournaments. You would expect to play with different kinds of deck, and it might be very useful. And hopefully you like what I've prepared for you, a 3-color Love Life deck. And if you would like to tell me what you think about this deck, comment over here. Yeah.
So I hope you, Weiss Schwarz fans, has enjoyed Kai's Love Life deck building tips.
Yep.
Thank you so much for all the introductions and tips.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this very short segment we have prepared for you today, and keep your comments coming. I would like to see how you think and how would you modify. Yeah.
Alright, so it's Q&A time. Now we'll be answering questions from you guys. And we have gathered from our Facebook page and also the comment section right there.
Yeah, we will answer your questions from the comment section later, but right now we'll look at this question, response from this question we have on Facebook. So previously on Facebook, we asked this question. We asked, which was your first Bushiroad card game and how did you learn about it? So what's your first Bushiroad card game?
Well, my first Bushiroad card game is Cardfight Vanguard.
Okay.
And I particularly remember this game, which is very exciting with Shacho-san. And we were actually winning, but right at the last point, he used like this very powerful combo, and he smacked us right down. And we were like, no!
Yeah, I guess that's probably why people like to play Cardfight Vanguard, because sometimes
so
it can be
unpredictable.
it can be very dramatic in times. Yeah.
So how about you, Kai?
Okay, I mentioned just now I started playing Weiss Schwarz
Oh
6
yes,
years ago.
definitely Weiss Schwarz.
And honestly, I started playing casually, and I didn't expect myself to go like to competitions as well. And like after a few tries, and I actually got like to
Really
the top
good,
place.
really good.
Not exactly. I think I was lucky, but actually, like the fact that I get to like into the finals already is a very good
experience.
it's a confidence boost to myself as a Weiss Schwarz player.
And you even represented Singapore.
Yeah, that's a very rare experience as well. So we have like all these tournaments there for you, so that we can invite you to other places to play with players from all around the world. So hopefully you like it. And next we're gonna read out these comments we have from our viewers. Okay, so first up, let's take a look from Fleece Tran. Okay, Fleece says that at first I wasn't into playing any card games at all, but my younger brother got me into it, and he let me use his Gold Paladin deck for a while. And eventually I ended up making an Aqua Force deck. So although I'm not as competitive as others, I find card game stress relieving, and yeah, it's really fun.
Well, I think it can relate to you when you play like
Yeah,
Weiss Schwarz.
a lot of players started playing casually. So once they have a bit confidence, they go for competitions. And once they win competition, they get more confidence, they would like to like constantly trying to commit to the game. So
I think it's very important for the players to enjoy the game as well, for passion.
Yeah, but I like how Fleece mentioned is that it's stress relieving. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely very important hobby to keep.
So next up we have Dorothy, and for Dorothy, she says that her first Bushiroad card game is Future Card Buddyfight, and she was never that fond of card games, but she says that there's something in it that made her want to play it and watch the game. So there are different worlds showing soon, and there are also tips about the game after the episodes in the anime, which are useful, and she can't wait for new decks to come out.
Looks like Dorothy is a very huge fan for our animation.
Yes.
So as she said, the tips at the end of the show can be very useful when you are still learning to play the game. You know, Buddyfight is still quite new to everyone, and hopefully these tips will help.
Yes.
And also, she mentioned that I can't wait for these new decks to come out. You know what?
Me
I can't wait to.
too.
I can't wait to.
Us too.
Yeah, in fact, we are showing you some new
Everybody.
stuff later at the show, so do stay with us.
Yes.
And thank you, Dorothy. Next, I'd like to read out this comment from Louis. Louis says that, his first game is Cardfight Vanguard, and I fell in love with the anime character Narumi Asaka and tried the Pale Moon deck in Japanese, but I'm now playing Angel Feather in the English version.
Wow, seems like he went for both.
Yeah, you know, it's like very common for
Japanese.
players to like watch anime. I like this character, I want to play cards that this character plays.
Cool.
So hence I end up playing this deck.
This deck.
Yeah, it's very common. You know, Angel Feather is by one of the characters as well. So probably Louis is a fan of our animation as well.
That's true.
Yeah, you know, I have friends around me playing decks by characters as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very,
I'm
very
sure
common.
some percentage of the card fighters would be using that.
Yeah, it's very common for people to just watch anime and fall in love with the
Like
stuff
me,
inside.
like
Yeah.
me.
Okay, let's take a look at the next one.
So next we have Nicholas. His first Witcher card game is actually Weiss Schwarz, and he was interested in Weiss Schwarz for a few months, starting from last summer, and he didn't know how to play it since he has never seen anyone play it before. So after watching a tutorial video on YouTube, he and his friend decided to jump straight into the game. And since then, Weiss Schwarz has become one of his favorite games in general. Wow,
Okay,
very
so
happy to hear that.
you know,
it's
Weiss
one of
Schwarz,
his-
honestly, some people when they play, right, they put on YouTube so that other people can see what they're playing, and I guess that's really helped. So if you are enjoying your game very much, maybe you just want to take a video of them, upload on YouTube. It might help someone else. Okay, so probably that's all the comments we have chosen this time. Next, I'll probably would like to do
answer some questions
Yeah,
from
so-
the comment section.
so
over
fresh
there.
from the backstage. Okay.
Alright.
So let's take a look. So I have questions from our viewers. So Valerie, can you read the question?
So the question is, when a monster is sent to the drop zone due to it being oversized, can I activate Demon Way
Geppa Kuguri.
to destroy a monster on the opponent's field?
Okay, you know, this is a very common questions we have like from the support email as well. So many players, this is for Buddyfight, and many players ask whether, you know, sometimes because Demon Way Geppa Kuguri triggers, you are able to cast it when your monster gets destroyed. But getting destroyed through, like, you know, maybe a spell card or attack is different from like putting into the drop zone due to the rulings. So the answer is no, the monster is not destroyed, it's sent to the drop zone due to a ruling effect. So do keep in mind the key over here is that getting sent into the drop zone due to ruling is totally different from getting destroyed in battles. So, and as well as like getting destroyed from the cards effect. So do keep in mind, so this is something new hopefully for everyone to learn about, and we'll try to answer like more stuff. And let's see if we have like more questions. Okay, so you know, some viewers ask about the World Championship, the World Grand Prix happening like mostly later half of the year. So we don't have any information now, but we'll release all this information after the Continental Championship of Bushiroad Spring Fest. Which is in July.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, right now we are still focusing on Bushiroad Spring Fest. So later, you know, right now it's summer. So during winter time, you can look forward to the World Championship. So that's all the questions we have right now, and keep your questions coming. We'll get some answer later in the show.
Remember, it's over there.
So comment right here.
Yes.
Right here. We can see
And we'll
it.
be answering them later on. So
Yep.
keep them coming and stay tuned with us, and we'll be right back with card previews. See ya.
See you in a while.
Future Card Buddyfight!
Duel Seeker is invincible! Gal Mikado, can you rise to the challenge?
Of course! I'd never back down from a fight like this!
Immortal Entities on sale June 6th. Bushi Road!
Future Card Buddyfight. Having a serious fight with these? Yeah, they're both super strong. Then he who masters the trial decks controls the fight. Braves Explosion. Ninja Onslaught. On sale July 4th. Bushi Road.
Cardfight, Vanguard. Unveil the secrets. The trial deck of Genesis awaits. Let's start Vanguard together and make new friends along the way. Successor of the Sacred Regalia. On sale June 27. Bushi Road.
バイス・シュバルツ。ミューズのスクールアイドル活動がバイス・シュバルツでスタート。ラブライブブースターパック好評発売中。ブシロード。
Welcome back to BUSHI NAVI International. So, just now we went to talk about the deck building advices and tips. We also shared information regarding upcoming events. So what do we have next?
So first up, we have cards from Booster Pack Volume 3, Drums Adventures, which will be releasing on the 4th of July 2014, which is Independence Day for you guys in the US. And they will be including new cards from the New World Dungeon World.
I see comments saying that they all look forward to spoilers for Dungeon World. So
Yes,
here you are,
coming
guys.
real soon.
But before we go to Dungeon World, let's take a look at some Dragon World cards. So here we go. First card, we have Jackknife Bistan on my left. Yep. Here you can see a new Jackknife Dragon.
Yes,
we
so
mentioned,
many Jackknife
we mentioned that
Dragons.
there are apparently Jackknife plays on different form it's like Jackknife form changing.
So we can
Yeah.
expect a lot of combos.
I believe we can expect more Jackknife Dragon in the future, and
Wow.
this one is very interesting is because it allows you to retrieve Dragon Shield. Yeah. You can-
Dragon.
for your information, right now there are green Dragon Shield, blue Dragon Shield, and white Dragon Shield. So how you're gonna play around it with this card is up to you. Okay, here's the
Wow,
preview for Jackknife Bistan,
exciting.
and let's take a look at the next card. Next card, I have Thunder Knights leader Commander Fan. Thunder Knights is so far we have previewed two cards from Thunder Knights. We
which
have the
from
Halberd
previous
Dragon.
episode.
We have the Drum Bunker Dragon as well. So right here you have the leaders of Thunder Knights. So what it does is
Powerful card.
it will give all your Thunder Knights +1 critical and the move ability. And
Wow.
you know what that means? You can put one Drum Bunker, Thunder Knights drum, and you get one more critical. Okay, so I guess Thunder Knights leader will probably imply that more Thunder Knights are coming out, and I guess that's something Dragon World players can look forward to. So right here we have two preview card from Dragon World. So tell us how you would mod into your deck currently that you're using. Okay, why not? Let's move on to the next world. We're going to Magic World. Right here I have Drago Wizard Kinesaxia. Right here, you can see that the ability is quite interesting. When you play this card onto the battlefield, you will deal 1 damage to either yourself or your opponent. So some people will ask why will I deal damage to myself? Okay, that's a very interesting question. That's a very good question.
Yes.
And the next card will show you why. Let's go. Okay, here you have the
Gotcha.
spell. Gotcha, Magic World is very
A lot
hip
of
hop. You have
special.
oops, you have nice one. Here you have gotcha. So what happens is that this card requires you to have 5 life or less to cast this card. And what
Oh,
it
so
does,
that's why you take away your own life.
yeah, sometimes you might want to do so that you can use this ability.
card.
And also
Like a
this
combo.
card allows you to use gauge from your opponent to activate your monster ability. So why is this very useful? If you recall last episode, we have Drago with the Magic World version of Drum Bunker. It requires you to pay 6 gauge.
Whoa.
So let's say if you use this card and you cast Drago Wizard Drum Bunker, you're using 6 gauge from your opponent. Your opponent will be gaps. Okay, so this is one of the way you could use it. So look forward to all the full release from Magic World to see that how well you can combo off with this card. Okay, next we'll move on to Katana World. So first card we have Wanderer the Gold, a size 3 monster which allows you to, when you attack, you will attack all of your opponent's monster in one attack. So it's I can, some cards have double attack to attack twice. So this card says why not I attack all at one time? Okay, and furthermore, when you destroy your opponent monster, you will deal damage equal to the number of monsters you destroy in the battle. So let's say you have like your opponent plays like 3 very small size 1 monster and you attack them at once and destroy all 3 of them, you will deal 3 damage to your opponent.
Wow.
So this is a very powerful size 3 monster to add into the Katana World deck. So this is for Ninja, and next card we'll look at the one more card from Katana World.
Unbeatable.
It's called
Setsujishi.
Undefeatable Setsujishi.
Jishi.
And this card, very interesting, is that it's a Skull Warrior, and I believe players out there, you know what that means. It's a new addition to your Skull Warrior deck, and you know previously what people do is when you attack with their current body monster, they'll just draw cards, but this card allows you to gain gauge. Okay, so it probably will balance out your Skull Warrior deck right now, because some of them will probably need more gauge, and this is how you would do it. So a new addition to the Skull Warrior deck. Hope you like it and tell us what you think. Okay?
Next up is something that you guys have been
Yeah,
waiting
next
for.
we finally move on to Dungeon World, and here we go. The first card we're gonna look at here today is Legendary Brave Tasku. And
Tasku, finally he's out.
yeah, finally in a very handsome outfit, you know, the very typical warrior with a sword and a cape. Yeah, and what happens is that when you link attack with other monster, you can give one of the monster penetrate. And it's very powerful when you combo with the next card. Let's take a look. This will be Dancing Magician Tetsuya. What happens is that similarly, when you link attack with other monster, you can give one of the monster in the link attack, double attack. So imagine you have this card with Tasku, so potentially one of your monster will get double attack and penetrate. So it's very, very devastating, I must say, if you are playing against it. Okay, very, very interesting to play. And do look forward to it, and we'll look at the next card. It's called Bladewind Phoenix. And if you have been following our animation long enough, you'll probably see this card in the show, because it's the buddy for like one of our characters in using Dungeon World. So what it does is it gives you it has double attack. Simple as that. Attack twice for more damage.
Yes.
Okay, and finally we have the last card from Dungeon World that we are gonna show everyone today. It's called the Brave Equipment Glory Seeker. What it does is when you are losing, when your life reduced to 0, you could, if you have this card on your field, if you're in your field, you can flip your top card, and if it's a spell, you could gain 3 life. So it's like when you're losing, you just gain back 3 life.
Whoa.
Okay, so very interesting to do, to have this card in your deck, and it can attack with like 3 critical or 5,000 attack power as well. So
That would be so awesome.
that's probably one item card you want to play in your Dungeon World deck once BTO3 is released. And that's all we have for the preview this time.
So I'm sure you guys are very excited to see all these new cards from Dungeon World.
And that's not all we're gonna preview this time. I would like to show you everyone this card as well. Here we have.
PR card. So tell us how we can get this PR card.
Okay, this PR card for Katana World is called the Demon Way of World Gambu. So what happens is that we are giving it out at like major events starting now around the world. Okay, we give it out previously on the Spring Fest in Singapore and Australia, so we are hoping to give it more to the upcoming Spring Fest as well. Not just Spring Fest, all the major events coming up later in the year. So for more information, do check out our Facebook page and official websites.
And definitely check out these events as
Yeah,
well.
Katana World player will definitely love this card. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so that's
Let's go for a short break, and we'll be right back with more product information.
See you in a while.
Future Card Buddyfight. Having a serious fight with these? Yeah, they're both super strong. Then he who masters the trial decks controls the fight. Raise Explosion. Ninja Onslaught. On sale July 4th. Bushi Road.
Cardfight, Vanguard, unveil the secrets. The trial deck of Genesis awaits. Let's start Vanguard together and make new friends along the way. Successor of the Sacred Regalia, on sale June 27, Bushi Road.
Up next, let's take a look at the upcoming product information.
So for Future Card Buddyfight, 3 products will be launched on the same day, which is the 4th of July, and they are Trial Deck Volume 4, Brave's Explosion, Trial Deck Volume 5, Ninja Onslaught, and Booster Pack Volume 3, Drum's Adventures.
As for Cardfight Vanguard, we have Trial Deck Volume 13, successor of the Sacred Regalia, coming out on 27th of June. something worth looking forward for Genesis player. And next, we also have on 18th of July, Booster Pack Volume 14, Brilliant Strike.
Extra Booster Volume 10, Divas Duet, will be released on the 15th of August.
And you know, talking about Extra Booster 10 Divas Duet, I'd like to show everyone this.
What is this?
Okay, here we have a playmat. Yeah, it's the playmat for
so cute.
Costume Idol Out. So this playmat will be available for the sneak preview for the EB10 Extra Booster. So if you're interested to get this playmat, do check out information regarding the sneak preview events because it's very, very limited. Yeah.
And isn't she so cute? Don't you just want to bring her home?
Yeah, I definitely want to bring that home too. So if you want to do so too, check out the events information for sneak previews for EB10.
So next we have for Weiss Schwarz, Trial Deck and Booster Pack for Angel Beats Re-Edit will be released on the 25th of July.
And after that will be Kill La Kill Trial Deck on 22nd of August and the Booster Pack on 26th of September. You know, these are the information we have shared previously, and players are probably looking forward to something new. And we happen to have something new too.
What is
Okay,
it?
we have
What
just
is
got
it?
this news just right now, and we'd like to
Fresh.
share it everyone, is that for Weiss Schwarz, we will be releasing something new called, ta-da, let's show it. It's called Persona 4 Version E, and it will be coming out on 24th of October 2014. And a little explanation on Version E is that it will include cards from Persona 4, Persona 4 Extra Booster, as well as Persona 4 Ultimate. So all these cards from the Japanese expansion will come into one expansion in Persona 4 Version E in the English version. So it's like a combination of all of them.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
so awesome.
So
for
Persona
all-
fan out
Yes,
there,
Persona fans.
congratulations to you. I heard people in the Australia are quite happy with this, probably. Okay, tell us what you think, and I
So
hope.
you heard it first from us here.
Yeah. So for more information, it will be uploaded onto the website too.
Here, right
Yeah,
down
right here.
here.
Okay. And next, we'd like to go for another session of Q&A.
Q&A time again. So this
Yep.
time it also the comments that are from there, the questions.
Yep.
So first up, we have a question regarding Buddyfight.
Yep.
So will Dragon Knight
Richard.
get the effect from Dragon Knight
Spells.
spells in the drop zone?
Okay, so in case you didn't know what Dragon Knight Richard does, is that it will gain certain ability based on the number of Dragon Knights in the drop zone. So the answer is yes, because spells with Dragon Knight because Dragon Knight Richard specifies that cards with only Dragon Knight's trait, not just monsters. So what happens is that there are some spells that comes with Dragon Knight's traits as well. So all of them will contribute towards this ability. So the answer is yes. Yep. Let's go for the next one.
So the question is, Buddy Fight manga coming out in Asia? Is it coming out worldwide?
As well. Okay, so this is one of the questions we have been receiving for our email. I guess like players around maybe the US region, Europe region are contribution towards your country, especially those in Europe and US. So they are still planning to do so, and definitely we could see that coming to you guys soon. Worldwide. Yeah, we're hoping to release it worldwide as well. So give us some time. We are still sorting things out. It'll get to you soon. Yeah.
So the last and final question is, if someone uses Sunfist Sunshine Impact, can the attack be guarded with Green Dragon Shield?
And the answer is yes, because you know Sun Fist is an attack and Green Dragon Shield nullifies attack. So even though you have like infinite power, it just get nullified by Dragon Shields, like Green Dragon Shield or the Blue Dragon Shield. So the answer is yes, and hopefully that answers your question so far. And that's all the question we have this time.
So similar to the previous episode, we will begin with talking about the giveaway right now.
Yeah, so you know, finally time to talk about giveaway. And
So we'll begin with the winners on our Twitter giveaway. And for those of you who hasn't followed us on Twitter yet, please do. We are Bushiro Global.
Yeah, so these people on my left, these are the lucky winners for our Twitter giveaway. What happened is that we have this campaign on Twitter where you just retweet our message with like hashtag Bushi Navi and you will stand a chance to win something.
So definitely follow us for more of such
if you
things
want,
coming up.
Yeah, I believe our staff behind the scenes will do more and more in the future. So do.
I'm sure everybody likes to win freebies.
Yeah, everybody likes freebies. And these are the
Alright.
lucky winners. So if your name is in it, hopefully you are, and hopefully the prizes will get to you very, very soon.
Alright, so
Yep.
congratulations to all of you. And if you would like to win some goodies right now, here is your chance because we will be revealing the keyword of the day. So tell us, Kai.
Okay, the keyword for today is
Drumroll.
Bushi Road.
Bushiro.
Yep. So this time round, the keyword is Bushi Road. So tell us, Valerie, where do we actually sign up for the giveaway?
So we got a URL down here also.
Yeah,
Gonna change.
it's coming out.
Okay,
Yep.
here we go. So fill up the details along with the keyword of the day to participate in this giveaway. So this giveaway will be ending in 30 minutes, but don't go yet.
Stay with us, we're ending.
Yes.
So stay with us. Yep. And you know, talking about giveaway, people will be interested to know what
they
can I
will
bring
be
home.
winning.
So let's take a look at what you can bring home. Ta-da. This time round, we have like
Wow.
the lineup of sleeves and play mats as well.
Wow.
From A to H, you know.
The dragon playmat looks so cool.
Yeah, the Maelstrom playmat is quite rare, I heard. So hopefully you can
Whoa.
bring. In fact, you don't have to bring them
So
home. We'll
rare.
be sending it to your home. Yeah.
Wow, that is
Okay.
so awesome.
So do sign up, and once again, Valerie, tell us where do we sign up for this giveaway and how.
So here we'll be flashing the URL again with the keyword Bushiro. So do
Yep, go to this URL, fill out
And
your
fill out your
details,
details.
fill out the keyword, and press enter.
Yes.
And that's all you need to do. Okay. And
So good luck to all of you, and I hope you guys will win.
and lastly, we have a special announcement to make regarding our show.
Yes, sadly, this is the season finale for BUSHI NAVI International. However, we'll be working on brand new content for everyone here.
We are coming out with new programs in the future, so do us in the future as well.
So, once again, we would like to thank everyone that has been supporting us throughout these 5 episodes.
And give us feedbacks and opinions if you would like to see more exciting contents in the future as well. So you can send us by going to this email.
The part email
Yep.
here. So we have come to the end of the show today.
And hope you enjoy our show this time as well.
So keep your comments and suggestions coming.
And for more information regarding any products, go to these websites. Yep.
So I'm Valerie.
And I'm Kai, and thank you very much for watching
BUSHI NAVI International.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.